So hi, good evening everybody, and today we are going to work on how many questions and how much questions. So I'm now going to share your screen and the notes of how many questions. So where do we use how many questions and where do we use how much questions? आपण आज बघणार आहे की हाऊ मेनी क्वेश्चन्स कुठे वापरायचे आणि हाऊ मच क्वेश्चन्स कुठे वापरायचे आणि हाऊ मेनी क्वेश्चन्सचे पण प्रॅक्टिस करून घेणार आहोत आणि हाऊ मच क्वेश्चन्सची पण प्रॅक्टिस करून घेणार आहोत. सो वेअर डू वी यूज हाऊ मेनी क्वेश्चन्स, हाऊ मेनी अँड वेअर डू वी यूज हाऊ मच, म्हणजे मेनी आणि मचचा वापर कुठे होतो, दॅट इज मोर इम्पॉर्टंट क्वेश्चन फॉर अस. So we use many to talk about the countable nouns and we use much to talk about the uncountable nouns. Manyचा वापर countable nouns साठी करतो, countable nounsच्या पूर्वी करतो आणि muchचा वापर हा uncountable nounsच्या पूर्वी करतो. So we have one prominent question, that is where should we use many and where should we use much. तर many and what is the difference between many and much? Many and much मध्ये difference काय आहे हे आपल्यासाठी महत्वाचं आहे आणि कसा तो डिफरन्स ओळखायचा आहे. सो दॅट आय हॅव वन व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट टेक्निक. बाय दॅट टेक्निक you can differentiate between many and much. So if you want to know whether that noun is a countable noun or uncountable noun, you have to use your fingers. So if you start counting by your fingers, then if it is being counted, then it is countable noun, and if it is not being counted, then it is uncountable noun. Okay, like bus, you can count the bus, one bus, two buses, three buses, four buses, five buses, then it is countable noun. Mobile, one mobile, two mobiles, three mobiles, four mobiles, five mobiles, you can count it, so it is countable noun. But knowledge, one knowledge, two knowledge, three knowledge, four knowledge, five knowledge, we cannot count it, so it is uncountable noun. Okay, sugar, one sugar, two sugar, three sugar, four sugar, five sugar, we cannot count it, so it is uncountable. Okay, blood, one blood, two blood, three blood, four blood, five blood, we cannot count it, so it is uncountable. Water, one water, two water, three water, four water, five water, we cannot count it. We can count it in liters, but we cannot count it by fingers. As I told you, if you want to make sure that whether it is a countable noun or uncountable noun, then you have to raise your fingers and you have to start counting, and if you are counting, then it is countable nouns, and if you are not able to count, then it is uncountable noun. All right, so now you are giving me the I am going to ask you some, I am going to tell you some words, and you have to differentiate between it is countable noun or uncountable noun. So I will say student, then you have to say many students, and if I say water, then you have to say much water. All right, much water. Samruddhi, you are going to do it, and everybody is practicing in mute status. Everybody is practicing in mute status. Okay. Mobile.
Many mobile.
Many mobiles. If it is countable, then you have to add plural, many mobiles. And if it is uncountable, then you have to add singular, much water. You cannot say much waters. All right. Yeah. So Samruddhi, mobiles.
Yes.
Mobile.
Many mobiles.
Okay. Water.
Much water.
Water bottle.
Many water bottles.
Okay. Diesel.
Much diesel.
Diesel can.
Many diesel cans.
Okay. Gas cylinder.
Many gas cylinders.
Okay. Gas.
Much gas.
Oxygen.
Much oxygen.
Oxygen balloon.
Many oxygen balloons.
Good. Very good. Siddesh. Okay. Doctor.
Many doctors.
Player.
Many players.
Worker.
Many workers.
Okay. Language.
Many languages.
Okay. Blood.
Much blood.
Information.
Many informations.
So many informations is wrong. Much information. Information cannot be counted. I got one information, two information. That is not being counted. Okay. Okay. Petrol.
Much petrol.
Petrol pump.
Many petrol pumps.
Air.
Much air.
Aeroplane.
Many aeroplanes.
Okay. House.
Many houses.
Okay. Tree.
Many trees.
Plant.
Many plants.
Leaf.
Many leaves.
Okay. Body.
Sorry.
Body.
Many bodies.
Okay. Stamina.
Much stamina.
Okay, energy.
Much energy.
Very good. Good job. Sachin. Student. Unmute yourself. Student.
Many students,
Teacher.
many teachers,
Doctor.
many doctors,
Injection.
uh, much
Many injections. Many injections. Okay, medicine.
much medicine,
Very good. Okay. Report.
uh, many report, many reports,
Many reports. Very good.
many reports,
Nurse.
many nurse,
Many nurses.
many nurses,
Okay. Okay. Pain. 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 Pain.
many
Pain. Not pain.
many pain, pain,
No. Pain. Much pain.
pain,
Understand?
much,
I
much.
have much pain in my back. That is
Uh,
much pain.
okay, much
Okay.
pain, okay,
Much pain. Yeah,
much
fine.
pain.
Confidence.
Much confidence,
Fear.
much fear,
Courage.
much courage,
Weather.
uh, many weathers,
Okay. Climate.
many climate, much climates,
Much climate. Very good. Yeah. Temperature.
temperature, much temperature,
Very good. Good job. Yeah. Moinish. Okay. Student.
Many students,
Teacher.
many teachers,
Doctor.
many doctors,
Laptop.
many laptops,
Okay. Bag.
many bags,
Dictionary.
many dictionaries,
Sentence.
many sentences,
Many sentences. Letter.
many letters,
Okay. Okay. Gas.
much gas,
Balance.
many
Balance. Balance.
much
Can you count on the fingers? One balance, two balance, three balance, four balance.
much balance,
Much balance. Correct. Property.
many properties,
Property. Also, you cannot count one property, two property, three property. You can count the flat, but you cannot count the property. So that is
much,
much property.
much
Okay.
property,
Education. Education.
much education,
Okay. School.
many schools,
College.
many colleges,
Very good. Yeah. Rutuja. Okay. Player.
Many players,
Teacher.
many teachers,
Doctor.
many doctors,
Okay. Country.
many countries,
State.
many states,
Many states. Okay. Ice.
much ice,
Ice cream.
many ice creams,
Many ice creams is wrong. Much ice cream only. Ice cream. Ice cream
ice
cup.
cream,
Ice cream cup. You cannot
many,
say, one ice cream, two ice cream, three ice cream.
much ice cream,
Yeah, much ice cream. I need butter. Butter.
much butter,
Buttermilk.
much buttermilk,
Correct. Oil.
much oil,
Oil can.
many oil cans,
Correct. Okay. Food.
many foods,
Okay. Many foods or food. One food, two food, three food. Can you count the food?
yes,
Okay. Taste.
what?
Taste. Taste.
Many taste,
Much taste.
much
Okay.
taste,
Okay. Delicious.
much delicious,
Sweet.
much sweet,
Sweet. Correct. Sweet also you cannot count. One sweet, two sweet, three sweets.
no,
Okay. Much sweet. Okay. Then sugar.
much sugar,
Gold.
many gold,
No. Gold you
no,
cannot
much
count.
gold, much
Much
gold,
gold. Very good. Yeah. Puja. Puja, can you answer
Yes,
me?
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Student.
Many students,
Teacher.
Many teachers.
Football,
Many footballs.
soccer ball,
Sorry, which balls?
soccer ball,
Many soccer balls.
office boy.
Many office boy.
Okay, time.
Much time.
Okay, money,
Much money.
account,
Many account.
account. You cannot count account, one
Much
account, two account,
accounts. Much
much
account.
account, much account. And many accounts, it means accounts, it means that account is different and this account is different.
Yes.
Okay, okay. And okay, service.
Much service.
No, many services. There are many services. Understand? Okay.
Okay.
Finance.
Many finance.
Okay. Unemployment. Much unemployment. Okay. Illiteracy.
Okay.
Much illiterate. There is much
Much
illiteracy in the
illiteracy.
country. Illiteracy.
Illiteracy. Country.
Okay.
Yes.
Fine. Water.
Much water.
Okay. Purity.
Much priority.
Okay. Silver.
Much silver.
Diamond.
Much diamond.
Diamond you can count. 1 diamond, 2 diamonds, 3
2 diamond.
diamonds. So
Okay.
many diamonds.
Okay.
Star.
Many star.
Correct. Got it? In this way we now came to know the difference between much and many. Now we are
Yes.
going to make the sentences. Just repeat after me. Rutuja, repeat after me. Rutuja. How many students are in the school?
How many
students?
How many students are
चार्ट मध्ये बघा, चार्ट मध्ये. How many students are in the school? There is a student in the school. Okay, फक्त प्रश्नाचं प्रॅक्टिस करतोय आपण. How many students are in the school?
How many students are in the school?
आता आर च्या ऐवजी वर वापरतोय आणि विल बी वापरतोय. ओके,
Are
फक्त
च्या
चेंज
ऐवजी
आर वर आणि विल बी. हाऊ मेनी स्टुडंट्स आर इन द स्कूल? स्कूल मध्ये
How
किती
many-
विद्यार्थी आहेत? हाऊ मेनी स्टुडंट्स वर इन द स्कूल? स्कूल मध्ये
How
किती
many
विद्यार्थी होते?
students in
आणि हाऊ मेनी स्टुडंट्स विल बी इन द स्कूल? स्कूल मध्ये किती विद्यार्थी असतील? कळलं? नंतर बोला. हाऊ मेनी स्टुडंट्स आर इन द स्कूल?
How many students are in the school?
हाऊ मेनी स्टुडंट्स वर इन द स्कूल?
How many students were in the school?
हाऊ मेनी स्टुडंट्स विल बी इन द स्कूल?
How many students were in the school?
विल बी इन द स्कूल.
Will be in the school.
हाऊ मेनी बँक मॅनेजर्स आर इन द बँक?
How many bank
मॅनेजर्स अनेक वचन येणार. हाऊ मेनी बँक मॅनेजर्स आर इन द बँक?
the bank?
How many bank managers were in the bank?
How many bank managers were in the bank?
How many bank managers will be in the bank?
How many manager will be in the bank?
How many wardens are in the hostel?
How many warders
Are in the hostel?
are in the hostel?
How many wardens were in the hostel?
How many
Wardens were in the
wardens
hostel.
were in the hostel?
How many wardens will be in the hostel?
How many warders will be in hostel?
Very good. Good job. Samruddhi, make the questions.
तर
How many
एक
students?
मला
Yeah.
एक विचारायचं होतं
हा हा.
की ते मच फायनान्शियल कसं येईल का मिनी फायनान्शियल कसं येईल ते तुम्ही
Any नाही
बोलला.
येणार, मच येणार ना. एक
हा.
1 फायनान्स 2 फायनान्स होत नाही ना, ते मच
हा.
फायनान्स. ओके, हा समृद्धी.
Yes.
How many students are in the school?
How many students are in the school?
Hmm.
मीच करू. अच्छा.
हा.
How many bank managers are
No, 3 बनवायचे.
in the
How many
bank?
students are in the school? How many students were in the school? How many students will be in the school? 3 बनवायचे.
अच्छा, प्रत्येकाचे. How many students are in the school? How many students were in the school? How many students will be in the school? How many bank manager are in the bank?
अनेक
How
क्वेश्चन
many
घ्यायचं आहे.
bank-
How many bank managers?
How many bank managers are in the bank? How many bank managers were in the bank? How many bank managers will be in the bank? How many wardens are in the hostel? How many bank managers were in the hostel?
How many wardens were in the hostel?
How many wardens were in the hostels? How many wardens will be in the hostel? How many family member are in the house? How
family
many
member ki members?
members?
Hmm.
How many family members are in the house? How many family members were in the house? How many family members will be in the house? How many actors are in the theater? How many actors were in the theater? How many actors will be in the theater? How many many
Helpers
helpers in the shop?
are in the
How
shop.
how many helpers are in the shop? How many helpers were in the shop? How many helpers will be in the shop?
Very
How
good.
many
Good job.
office
Yeah. Good job. Siddesh, how many office boys?
How many office boys are in the office? How many office boys were in the office? How many office boys will be in the office? How many customers are in the mall?
Customer, not customers.
How many customers are in the mall? How many customers were in the mall? How many customers will be in the mall? How many players are in the ground? Are on the ground?
On the ground, correct.
How many players were on the ground? How many players will be on the ground? How many teams are in the stadium? How many teams were in the stadium? How many teams will be in the stadium?
Correct. Everybody is making the questions. It is not a listening class. ऋतुजा, listening class अजिबात नाही आहे यार. तुम्ही लिसनिंग करत बसला की तुमच्या ओठांना कधीही प्रॅक्टिस होणार नाही. Got it? हा बोला.
How many devotees are in the temple? How many devotees were in the temple? How many devotees will be in the temple? How many saints are in the church? How many saints were in the church? How many saints will be in the church? How many passengers are in the bus stand? Are at the bus stand?
At the bus stand, correct.
How many passengers are at the bus stand? How many passengers were at the bus stand? How many passengers will be at the bus stand? How many ticket checkers are in
Are at
on
railway station. Are at the railway station. Or in the railway station is also correct.
how many ticket ticket checkers are in the railway station? How many ticket checkers were in the railway station? How many ticket checkers will be in the railway station?
Correct.
How many professor are in the college? How many professors were in the college? How many professors will be in the college?
Correct. Good job. Good job. Nice. Okay. Moinish, how many students are in the school? Start.
How many students are in the school? How many students were in the school? How many students will be in the school? How many bank managers are in the bank? How many bank managers were in the bank? How many bank managers will be in the bank? How many wardens are in the hostel? How many wardens were in the hostel? How many wardens will be in the hostel? How many family members are in the house? How many family members were in the house? How many family members will be in the house? How many actors are in the theater? How many actors were in the theater? How many actors will be in the theater? How many helpers are in the shop? How many helpers were in the shop? How many helpers will be in the shop? How many office boy are?
How many office boys?
How many office boys are in the office? How many office boys were in the office? How many office boys will be in the office? How many customers are in the mall? How many customers were in the mall? How many customers will be in the mall?
Very good. Sachin, next. How many players are on the ground?
How many players on the ground?
Are on the ground.
How many players are on the ground? How many players? How many players were in the ground? how many players will be in the ground?
On the ground. Huh?
On the ground. How many teams are in the
Stadium.
stadium? How many teams were in the where
Stadium.
on the stadium?
In the stadium.
In the stadium. How many teams will be in the stadium?
Correct.
Okay. How many devotees are in the temple? How many devotees were in the temple? How many devotees will be in the temple?
Hmm?
How many saints
Are in the church.
are in the church? How many saints were in the church? How many saints will be in the church? How many passengers are in the bus stand? How many passengers were in the bus stand? How many passengers will be in the bus stand?
Correct.
How many ticket checkers are in the railway station? How many ticket checkers were in the railway station? How many ticket checkers will be in the railway station? How many professors are in the college? How many professors were in the college? How many professors will be in the college?
Good job. Good job. Yeah, Pooja. How many students are in the school?
Sir, I just wish I will
Okay.
talk
Okay.
after
Fine.
some
Okay.
time.
All right. Fine. That's
Okay.
okay. Yeah. So in this way, we talked about how many questions. Okay. How many questions? Rutuja, repeat after me. Now I am going to tell you how to answer the questions. Okay. Just repeat after me. With a or an, you have to use singular verb, and with other answers, you have to use plural verb. Okay. Just repeat after me. There is Rutuja. Repeat after me. Mayananda bola Rutuja. There is a student in the school.
There is a student in the school.
There are two students in the school.
There are two students school.
Two students in the school.
Students in the school.
There are three students in the school.
There are three students in the school.
There are four students in the school.
There are four students in the school.
There are many students in the school.
There are many students in the school.
There are a few students in the school.
There are few students in the school.
There are a lot of students in the school.
There are a lot of school in the school.
There are a lot of students
There are a lot of students in the
in the
school.
school. There are a plenty of students in the school.
There are
Plenty of students in the school.
students of the school.
In the school. There are some students in the school.
There are some students in the school.
There are enough students in the school.
There are enough in the school.
There are no students in the school.
There are no students in the school.
There are a number of students in the school.
There are number of students in the school.
Very good. Good job. Samruddhi, make the questions. There is a teacher in the college.
There is a teacher in the college. There are two teachers in the college. There are three teachers in the college. There are four teachers in the college. There are many teachers in the college. There are a few teachers in the college. There are a lot of teachers in the college. There are plenty of teachers in the college. There are some teachers in the college. There are enough teachers in the college. There are no teacher in the college. There are a number of teachers in the college.
There was a teacher in the college.
There was a teachers in the college.
There was a teacher.
There was a teacher in the college. There was two teachers in
There
the college.
There were two teachers.
There were two teachers in the college. There were three teachers in the college. There were four teachers in the college. There were many teachers in the college. There were a few teachers in the college. There were a lot of teachers in the college. There were plenty of teachers in the college. There were
some teachers.
Some teachers in the college. There were enough teachers in the college. There were no teachers in the college. There were a number of teachers in the college.
Very good. Good job. Good job. Nice. Siddesh, there will be a laptop on the table.
There will be a laptop on the table. There will be 2 laptops on the table. There will be 3 laptops on the table. There will be 4 laptops on the table. There will be many laptops on the table. There will be a few laptops on the table. There
will be a lot of laptops.
There will be a lot of laptop on the table. There will be a plenty of laptop on the table. There will be some laptop on the table. There will be enough laptop on the table.
Laptops.
There will be no laptop on the table. There will be a number of laptops on the table.
Correct. Good job. There is a laptop on the table. Quick.
There is a laptop on the table. There is 2 laptops on the
There
table.
There are
2 laptops on the table. There are 3 laptops on the table. There are 4 laptops on the table. There are many laptops on the table. There are few laptops on the table. There are lot of laptops on the table. There are plenty of laptops on the table. There are some of laptops on the table. There are enough laptops on the table. There are no laptops on the table. There are number of laptops on the table.
Okay, Sachin, there is a mobile in the shop.
There is a mobile. There is a mobile in the shop. There is a
There are 2 mobiles.
There are two mobiles in the shop. There are 3 mobiles in the shop. There are 4 mobiles in the shop. There are many mobiles in the shop. There is a few mobiles in the shop.
There are a Sena.
There are a few mobiles in the shop.
Correct.
There are a lot of mobiles in the shop. There are plenty of mobile. There are some mobiles in the shop. There are enough mobiles in the shop. There are no mobile in the shop. There are a number of there is a number of mobiles.
There are a Sena.
There are a number of mobiles
in the shop. Very good.
In the shop.
Moinish. There was a mobile in the shop.
There was a mobile in the shop. There were 2 mobiles in the shop. There were 3 mobiles in the shop. There were 4 mobiles in the shop. There were many mobiles in the shop. There were a few mobiles in the shop. There were a lot of mobiles in the shop. There were plenty of mobiles in the shop. There were some mobiles in the shop. There were enough mobiles in the shop. There were no mobiles in the shop. There were a number of mobiles in the shop.
Very good. Pooja, are you available? No? Yeah. Very good. Good job. So now we will go for how much questions and answers. Okay. How much questions and answers. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Rutuja. Sachin, are you done?
Yes, sir. Sir, plenty of mobile याचा अर्थ काय होते? भरपूर का? Okay.
ऋतुजा, माझ्यानंतर बोलायचंय, समजून घ्यायचंय. Okay. How much water is in the river?
How much water in the river?
How much water is in the river?
How much water is in the river?
How much water was in the river?
How much water
was in the river?
Was in the river?
How much water will be in the river?
How much water will be in the river?
Say milk बरोबर येता येणार. How much milk is in the glass?
How much milk in the glass?
Is was will be येणारच प्रत्येक ह्याच्यात. How much milk is in the glass?
In the is glass.
How much milk बोला?
How much milk
is in the glass?
Is in the glass.
How much milk was in the glass?
How much milk was in the glass?
How much milk will be in the glass?
How much milk will be in the glass?
How much air is in the room?
How much air will be in the room?
How much air is in the room?
How much air is in the room?
How much air was in the room?
How much air was in the room?
How much air will be in the room?
How much air will be in the room?
How much gas is in the cylinder?
How much gas it will be in the cylinder?
How much gas is in the cylinder? How much gas was in the cylinder?
Hello, sir, आवाज येत नाही. एक मिनिट.
How much gas was in the cylinder?
How much gas will be in the cylinder?
How much gas will be in the cylinder?
How much gas will be in the cylinder?
Very good. Samruddhi, make the questions. How much water is in the river? Quick.
How much water is in the river? How much water was in the river? How much water will be in the river? How much milk is in the glass? How much milk was in the glass? How much milk will be in the glass? How much air is in the room? How much air was in the room? How much air? How will be? Yes.
How much air will be in the room?
How much air will be in the room? How much gas is in the cylinder? How much gas was in the cylinder? How much gas will be in the cylinder? How much light is in the bungalow? How much light was in the bungalow? How much light will be in the bungalow? How much medicines is in the shop? How much medicines was in the shop? How much medicines will be in the shop? How much places
How much
is in
place?
the office?
Places नाही ना. How much places आहे ना. इथं
How
सिंग्युलरच आहे
much
ना.
place? Yes. How much place is in the office? How much place was in the office? How much place will be in the office? How much oxygen is in hospital? How much oxygen was in the hospital? How much oxygen will be in the hospital? How much grass on how much
Is on the
grass
ground.
is on the ground? How much grass was on the ground? How much grass will be on the ground?
Yeah,
How much
Moinish.
sugar?
Moinish. How much sugar is in the jar? Moinish.
How much sugar is in the jar? How much sugar was in the jar? How much sugar will be in the jar? How much ice is in the fridge? How much ice was in the fridge? How much ice will be in the fridge? How much balance is in account? How much balance was in account? How much balance will be in account? How much petrol is in bus? How much petrol was in bus? How much petrol will be in bus? How much energy is in body? How much energy was in body? How much energy will be in body? How much electricity is in village? How much electricity was in village? How much electricity will be in village?
Correct. Very good. Sachin, make the questions. How much water is in the river?
How much water is in the river? How much water was in the river? How much water will be in the river? How much milk is in the glass? How much milk was in the glass? How much milk? How much milk will be in the glass? How much air is in the room? How much air was in the room? How much air will be in the room? How much gas is in the cylinder? How much gas?
ऋतुजा, practice करायचं आहे ऋतुजा.
How much gas? Where in the where?
Was
Sorry.
in the
How much
cylinder and
gas
will be in.
How much gas was in the cylinder? How much gas will be in the cylinder? How much light yeah, is in the bungalow? How much light was in the bungalow? How much light will be in the bungalow? How much medicine is in the shop? How much medicine was in the shop? How much medicine were in the shop?
Will be.
So, sorry, will be. How much medicine will be in the shop? How much place is in the office? How much place was in the office? How much place will be in the office? How
Correct.
much?
Very good. Pooja. How much oxygen is in the hospital?
Okay, how much oxygen is in the hospital? How much
oxygen was in the hospital? How much oxygen will be in the hospital? How much grass
Is on the ground.
is on the ground? How much grass was on the ground? How much grass will be on the ground? How much sugar is in the jar? How much sugar was in the jar? How much sugar will be in the jar?
Yeah.
How much ice is in the fridge? How much ice was in the fridge? How much ice will be in the fridge? How much balance is in your account? How much balance was in your account? How much balance will be in your account? How much petrol is in the bus? How much petrol was in the bus? How much petrol will be in the bus? How much energy is in the body? How much energy was in the body? How much energy will be in the body? How much electricity is in the village? How much electricity was in the village? How much electricity will be in the village?
Okay. Good job. Siddesh, how much water is in the river?
How much water is in the river? How much water was in the river? How much water will be in the river? How much milk is in the glass? How much milk was in the glass? How much milk will be in the glass? How much air is in the room? How much air was in the room? How much air will be in the room? How much gas is in the cylinder? How much gas was in the cylinder? How much gas will be in the cylinder? How much light is in the bungalow? How much light was in the bungalow? How much light will be in the bungalow? How much medicine is in the shop? How much medicine was in the shop? How much medicine will be in the shop?
Okay, now make there is much place in the office. Make the answers, all the answers. There is much place in the office. Now start.
There is much
place in the office.
There is much place in the office. There is little place in the office. There is lot of place in the office.
Everybody is practicing it.
There is plenty of place in the office. There is some place in the office. There is enough place in the office. There is no place in the office.
There is, okay. Moinish, there is much energy in the body.
There is much energy in the body. There is a little energy in the body. There is a lot of energy in the body. There is a plenty of energy in the body. There is some energy in the body. There is enough energy in the body. There is no energy in the body.
Okay, there is much knowledge. There is much knowledge in the books. Pooja, there is much knowledge in the books.
There is much knowledge in the books. There is little knowledge in the books. There is a lot of knowledge in the book. There is a plenty of knowledge in the book. There is a some knowledge in the book. There is a enough knowledge in the book. There is no knowledge in the book.
Rutuja, there is much water in the house. Rutuja. Okay. Yeah, Samruddhi, there is much water in the house.
There is much water in the house. There is a little water in the house. There is a lot of water in the house. There is a plenty of water in the house. There is some water in the house. There is enough water in the house. There is no water in the house.
Siddesh, there is much corruption in the country.
There is much corruption in the country. There is little corruption in the country. There is lot of corruption in the country. There is plenty of corruption in the country. There is some corruption in the country. There is enough corruption in the country. There is no corruption in the country.
Sachin, there is much ice in the fridge.
There is a much ice in the fridge. There is a little ice in the fridge. There is a lot of ice in the fridge. There is a plenty of ice in the fridge. There is some ice in the fridge. There is enough ice in the fridge. There is no ice in the fridge.
Okay, second call for Rutuja. There is much milk in the fridge. All right, fine. All right, so in this way we talked about how many questions and how much questions today. On Monday, yeah, I know. it is not your batch. It is your batch is the next batch. So tomorrow on Monday onwards, we are going to learn tenses. We are going to learn tenses. All right. Are you enjoying?
Yes, sir.
Are you
Sir.
cheerful?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Are
sir.
you excited?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.